Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 46 of the Fit in 10 Challenge, and I will put up a Calendly link tomorrow so you guys can book your fat scans for next week. I plan on running them Monday through Wednesday morning. I'm going to run them in 10-minute slots, so you need to be very punctual with your timing, and I will do my best to try to be as punctual as possible. I want to give you guys a quick reminder. If it is the time of the month for ladies, you cannot do the scan. You cannot have any metals on your body. No alcohol or caffeine within 24 hours. Try to avoid exercise within 24 hours, but that's probably not going to happen. And of course, no eating, at least within 4 to 5 hours of the scans, which is what I'm going to do in the mornings early. And what else was there? I feel like there's something else. Be careful with the metals. If you guys can come without any piercings, some people come with piercings and like, I can't get this out. It will make a difference, okay? It will make a difference. You have to remember you have a charge running through your body, and you don't want something that's going to pull that charge away. It's not going to read things effectively. And just so you guys are aware, I did my body fat scan a little while ago, and I actually was wearing pants that had a little metal zipper, like this big. That was it. So the zipper was, not the zipper, the zipper itself was actually plastic, but the actual handle on the zipper was metal. And it threw my scan off dramatically. So, naturally I took my pants off, stepped on, and, read much more accurately. I wish I was what it said I was with the metal, but I certainly wasn't. Okay, so, try to abide by all those things. Well, I'm not going to say try it. You have to abide by all those things, okay? All right, let's get into some questions, because I don't think I did any yesterday. This person says goals for next week: self-care in addition to sleep and hydration, increase frequency of Epsom salts baths, and fascial work, not facial work. Fascial work, that's the surrounding envelope on the muscles. All your muscles, all your skeletal muscles. Any other suggestions for self-care? Well, I guess my question to you would be, this is a very general question. So we've got hydration, we've got sleep, we've got Epsom salt bath, which is great because it helps get magnesium and essential minerals into the muscles. And the fascial work, I'm not sure what you're doing, but quite often that can be like things like rolling or self-massage, or maybe you're being massaged by somebody else. Any other suggestions for self-care? Well, this kind of goes without say, but obviously your nutrition, okay, and your scheduling of your life to give yourself some balance as well, because you need balance. That is something that I often lack. And I am getting better at it, definitely, and it's helping me. So, but if you have anything specific you want to know about, let me know. Okay, I can't really think of anything else. If something pops up in my head during these next, what do I have? I'm at 3 minutes here, so the next 7 minutes I will let you know. Okay, all right. Number one, questions, comments here. Sometimes when I have 18+ hour days, wow. Okay, I don't space out my meals well enough. What do you do when you've consumed all your macros for the day, but you're still hungry? Nothing. You drink water. Water is a huge savior. Water is a huge savior. Try not to drink water around your meals because you don't want to dilute the natural enzymes that are used for digestion in your stomach. But I used to drink a lot more water, actually. I used to drink, honest to God, you guys probably don't believe me, I used to drink like 10 liters a day. Like every hour I'd be drinking like a liter. I'm going to try to recommend for you, try to get a cup to 2, in between each meal, okay? Well, that doesn't really, I don't know how many meals you're having. Try to get a cup every hour, okay? That's basically like, 3 to 4 liters of water per day, roughly, okay? That's very reasonable. You can drink 0-calorie beverages. I don't typically. Well, actually, it's not true. I drink a little bit of coffee, but I usually just save that for before I work out. I drink a lot of green tea in the wintertime because it's cold outside. And I enjoy that. But water will be your biggest thing that will help to satiate you. Okay, so try that, and you can try a little extra fiber in your meals that will help satiate you as well. Obviously, you can't add in extra protein or fat because that's just going to up your calories. But but that being said, try to make sure that you get balanced meals. So get protein and fats every single meal. That will help carry you through to your next meal. It will help just satiate you in general, okay? But I know this doesn't sound very sexy, but water you can do, okay? If you water, I'm going to really stress water. But if you want to add in things like, Crystal Light, or any of these other ones, you can do that. Try to go for stuff that's stevia sweetened. I don't think that there's really any, like these studies that they've done where there's correlative data with, or like when they've done things like, I know in mice they've done, what's the sweetener? Aspartame. I guess they've come to the conclusion that, aspartame, I think I have this right, so maybe I should double check on this, or maybe you want to double check on this. But the studies where they've done aspartame in mice and like cause of tumor growth, they're giving mice like 250 times the amount that we would typically have in the day. Like the amounts are, you do 250 times anything that you're consuming, and you're gonna have a problem. Okay, and some of those things might include dying. So, fine to have one Tylenol a day, okay, or one aspirin a day, but you don't want to do 250, okay, because you're gonna die. Okay, that we know, right? Even just like whatever, 20, you're gonna probably die. All right, so from what I've seen and what I've heard from people that I respect in the industry, there is nothing wrong with aspartame consumption. Still, I'm weary of it, and still I want to, not have too much of it. But it's such a small amount and everything that I just don't think that there's too much to worry about there. Okay. I've been experimenting a bit with nutritional yeast. What are your thoughts on it? Do you have any special ways you like to use it? Okay, this is gonna be the food of the day. I figured I'd pick this one because this is really good. And quite honestly, I don't really include nutritional yeast, but it's actually a really good thing to include. And the reason I don't include it is because it doesn't really taste that great. I suppose I could add it to soups or over vegetables, and it could maybe potentially, complement another food. I'm sure that's possible. But it's a really, really great food additive, right? Because it's very high in B vitamins. It's high in the antioxidant glutathione, which is really good for detoxifying the liver. And glutathione is actually really good. I probably shouldn't tell you this, guys, but if you ever want to get over a hangover, just take lots of glutathione, and that should completely remove your hangover symptoms. Probably shouldn't tell you that though. But also it's low in calories. So I think in 2 tablespoons you get something like 9 grams of protein. It's a complete protein, by the way, so it has all the essential amino acids. Okay, and it's low in fat. I think maybe 1 gram of fat per 2 tablespoons. And there's about 5 grams of carbs, and that's mainly just fiber. And is that soluble or insoluble? I'm not sure. Okay, but it's fiber, so it's basically free. What else did I want to say? Okay, well, let's just speak a little bit on protein, because I don't know if I've done this before, but with you guys. But you understand that you have essential, non-essential amino acids, and that's what make up the proteins. Some of these essential amino acids become non-essential from childhood into adulthood. There's 1 or 2 in particular. There's not consensus on this. There's a bit of debate back and forth. So I won't speak about that. But basically, you really want to make sure that you get all your essential amino acids, all 9 or 8 or 10, depending on who you speak to or what book you read. Essential amino acids in your diet, and these are, as the name implies, they are essential. You need them in your diet. Your body cannot make them, so you need to make sure you get these in your diet. And of course, this is the downfall of following a vegan type diet. But yeast has all, and obviously it's a great vegan choice, right? Because it's vegan friendly. Yeast is. So I'm not sure, though. You probably don't have a lot of it because I'm not sure how good this would be for like candida growth in the body. I don't actually know if it affects it or not. I'll have to look into that. But certainly having some of it in your diet, yeah, would definitely be a great way to go. I do know that vegans tend to use it for like a cheese kind of based thing. So yeah, adding it to vegetables and soups, thickener to soups and stuff like that, it's a great way to go. So if you want to put it in your food, it's awesome. It's awesome to have. It's also there's a few other antioxidants that it's high in. Not antioxidants, but there's a few other things. I have to look into it. But overall, it's one of those superfoods, right? It's kind of old school. You hear about it. Especially, like, you heard a lot about it when I was getting into bodybuilding when I was a kid. So this is like in the 80s, right? Nutritional yeast. People take a lot of yeast. But I think it's primarily due to the B vitamins because that helps with energy production in the body, right? And of course, protein. Okay? It's a good source of protein. So, I don't have any special thoughts on it in terms of the way I like to use it because I don't use it. So, but maybe I will incorporate it. Okay? All right, 11 minutes. God. All right, message of the day. Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. Okay, and so this is this is really important to remember, right? This is probably one of the most important messages for me personally, but I want to remind you guys that don't let the slip-ups, don't let the mistakes, don't let the negative thoughts that you have, because we all have them to some degree or another. Don't let the negative thoughts bring you down, and don't let them make you quit. Okay? But generally speaking, negative thoughts are brought on by something that's happened. So it's all normal. Just don't give up. If you want success, I can tell you for sure you will not be successful if you quit. We can all agree on that, right? There's no way we're going to reach our destination if we stop, working towards, traveling towards, climbing towards our destination. So you've got to keep going, okay? Even if you believe you're not perfect, even if you believe you can't do it, you will be much closer to ever reaching your destination if you keep trying. And I'm pretty certain that if you keep trying, you'll get there. Okay? So success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. Just don't quit. Okay? You can think about quitting, but just don't quit. Okay? All right, you guys, have a wonderful day, evening, I guess, now, and we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Submit, commit, be a good student, and do everything you have to do. Calendly links for the fat scans are coming up. Oh, this is what I wanted to say quickly. If you're not getting my emails, and there's 3 of you, okay, I should probably send you a message privately. There's 3 of you. You have to go into one of my old messages from a video, and down at the bottom of that message there'll be something like preferences, and you have to go in there and just resubscribe. There's a little method to do it, because I cannot bring you back into my world. You have to allow me back into your world. So if your email is blocking me, I can't do anything about it. I can't. There's nothing I can do. So just allow me back in. There should be a message in your history at some point with that, okay? Or you have to contact Zen Planner. I can't contact Zen Planner and ask them because they won't allow me. They have to get your permission, okay? All right? Issues with that, come and talk to me personally or send me a personal email, okay? All right, you guys, see you. It's 14 minutes. I gotta go.